¿Qué pasa, YouTube? So yeah, guys, I actually have a another live narration for you guys today. Unfortunately, you will not be seeing my face, seeing as I'm sick. I've not had a haircut in like about a month, I want to say, so my hair's all over the place. Above that, I haven't shaved my sideburns. I got like a little goatee going on, and I got a bit of a mustache growing in. So yeah, but be assured, when I get better over this cold and get a haircut, I'll be back to making some pictures and maybe even some more live narrations. So today we're gonna have an RU battle against JDW142. He's got some good content, guys, so his channel link will be down in the description, so make sure to go check him out. And yeah, basically what a live narration is, I want to explain to you guys about my thought process. I don't really know what came over me to really want to do this, but I decided to do it just for the fun of it. And what better way to explain my thought process than in a tier that is the favorite one in a tier that I find most fun, which is RU, which is my favorite tier for any of you who are wondering. And yeah, so right into the team preview. He seems to have a Munchlax. Here I'm gonna put my team on the bottom so you guys can know what I have. I just want to write his team down real fast. I'm missing somebody. Metric. Okay, big threats on his team. For Alligator, Gallade, Typhlosion. Fuck. Okay, if I can get up my entry hazards, which, because he doesn't have a rapid spinner, I should be able to get them up easily enough, and he doesn't seem to carry Stealth Rock, so that's going to be amazingly good for me because I can freely switch as I please. So I'm going to be leading off with my Crustle, seeing as I want to get up my rocks right away. And if he decides to lead off with his Typhlosion, I can just go straight for the Rock Blast and just utterly annihilate that thing. Sorry guys, I'm so sick. But as long as I can keep my Scarf on my Rotom, for Alligator should not be an issue. Then Gallade, barring that he's not sub-bulk up, shouldn't be an issue, and even then I can hopefully bring in my Rotom and maybe even trick off the Scarf when he subs up or something. Manectric shouldn't be a big of an issue, seeing as I do have a Lantern on my team. Tangrowth is going to suck, but I do have Sigilyph, which is one of the Pokemon this team was based around Sigilyph being a Calm Mind Life Orb variant with 252 special attack and 252 special defense. Not special defense, sorry, but 252 speed. And then you can see my buddy with the little V-neck shirt, because it's my brother's and I didn't want to look for a mon shirt. But yeah, Darcy. Oh, fuck. Okay, excuse me for the burp. Alright, so I just let off my Crustle as he's going to be leading off with his Manectric, which, you know what, is fine by me. You know what I could also do? I could also just get up my, I could just go for Spikes, seeing as 2 layers of Spikes do more damage than Stealth Rocks, if I remember correctly, and this whole team is susceptible to these Spikes. So yeah, I'm just going to go for Spikes, seeing as Manectric is not going to one-hit KO me, and since I'm heavily, especially defense bulky, my Crustle shouldn't be that big of an issue. For some reason, this Crustle doesn't have a nickname. I'm not sure why. I guess I was changing the nickname and I just forgot about it and just closed my, what's it called, Pokegen. Actually, now looking back at it, I should have just gone for Stealth Rocks. Yeah, because I'm probably not going to be able to get on my second layer of Spikes. So that was a bit stupid on my part. I don't know, I'm hoping that maybe he'll Volt Switch into the Tangrowth, go for Sleep Powder, because I am a Resto Chesto variant, so I can wake up from the Chesto Berry and get up my rocks. That way I'll have Spikes and Rocks up, just to start dealing as much damage to his team as possible. I also could have switched into my Lantern to take the Volt Switch, but because it's still the first turn of the battle, and he does not have a Rapid Spinner, and his whole team is affected by the entry hazards, obviously, then I would rather just get up my entry hazards than just make a first turn prediction. Also, he could have gone for the Flamethrower or the Overheat. Actually, yeah, he could have gone for that as well, predicting my switch, but then again, that would have done nothing to my Lantern, and I still would have been in a good setting. And even if he had gone for the Flamethrower, it probably wouldn't have just done nothing, as he switches into the Feraligatr, which is fucking scary, because I know he's going to want to set up right away. And I don't know, I'm thinking that this thing has Substitute, but I still have my Buffalon and my Rotom to deal with it, so I'm just going to make the safe switch into my Rotom. As I said, I should have gone for the Stealth Rocks over the Spikes. That was a stupid thing for me to think, seeing as he does have a bunch of threats on his team. So yeah, now I can pretty much allow him to go... Oh. Huh. Actually, you know what? It is still fairly early on in the battle, so going straight for a Dragon Dance or a possible Swords Dance really would have hurt him, and he turns out to be Life Orb, which is great because that's some good scouting information. Now here, I really want to Volt Switch, but he can also switch into his Manectric to take that Volt Switch, which would really suck, but then again, I can switch into my Lantern. But then again, if he has Switcheroo, I have to watch out for that. So I want to go for the Leaf Storm, but he does have a Munchlax, which can force me out. But I could also go for the Trick, but then again, as I said, he could go into the Manectric, which is more than likely Scarf or Specs. So I think I'm going to go for the Volt Switch. Yes, the Manectric is very obvious, but it shouldn't be that big of a nuisance, seeing as I do have my Lantern, and oh, he actually does switch into the Munchlax, which is just great because now I can Volt Switch back out into my Crustle and just get on my Stealth Rocks, which is just great because whittling down the Typhlosion to where Eruption will be doing nothing to me will be fucking amazing because Eruption coming from Typhlosion is fucking scary as hell, and since I'm pretty sure I'm faster than the Munchlax, I can hopefully get up at least my Rocks and then another layer of Spikes. Barring that he doesn't go for the Whirlwind, of course, but even if he does go for the Whirlwind, it really doesn't matter. I'm thirsty. So, for the, for this moment in battle, I'm in a pretty good, position to back him up into a corner, as he actually does bring in the Typhlosion, which is 5 by me. Because, honestly, if he goes for Hidden Power Grass, that shouldn't do much to my, Lantern. Then above that, I do have a Buffalon with Zap Zipper, so if he does go for that, I can freely switch into my Buffalon to take the hit. Then again, he could be a sub-punch Typhlosion, which I have actually seen somebody use. But obviously, I'm not going to be thinking that. I'm more than likely thinking that he's obviously Scarf, seeing as 99% of Typhlosion are Scarf nowadays. So I'm just going to make the safe switch into my Lantern. It is a bit risky, but really there's nothing on his team outside of Tangrowth that wants to deal with Lantern, and even then Tangrowth can just come in, get hit with the Answer Hazards. Yes, he has Regenerator, but every little bit of damage does help on a bulky-ass fucking wall like Tangrowth. And the real only thing for Tangrowth that I have is my Sigilyph, which, you know what, Sigilyph, I can just annihilate that Tangrowth easily. Hopefully maybe one hit KO it, but then again, Tangrowth is fairly bulky. It doesn't have the best special defense, but it does have a pretty good HP stat, as he actually does go for the Eruption, and because I do resist that, and I'm a Lantern, I have bashed Lantern in the past. I know I said it sucked, I said it's useless, but it actually fits really well on this team, seeing as it's the real only thing I have to deal with. Fucking Typhlosion, Jesus, that did a lot of damage. So here, I kind of want to go for the Scald, because if I go for Volt Switch and he brings in the Manectric, then I could be in a bad situation, and if I go for Scald, I can hopefully burn it. So I'd rather just go for the Scald. Then again, he could also leave his Typhlosion just to get off as much damage on my Lantern as possible, seeing as it is the only one thing keeping his Typhlosion in check, and the fact that Manectric is running around, I can always just switch in my Lantern to take the Volt Switch if I do predict around it correctly. As he's going to switch into the Tangrowth, which, you know what, is fine by me, because hopefully maybe I can get the burn on it, and Spikes and Rocks are, damn, that did a lot. Actually, that did a whole lot more than I thought it would, so maybe I can get the burn, because if I can get the burn, then I can deal with this Tangrowth a whole lot better, so let's see, get the burn, burn. Ah! Okay, no burn, but because I am faster, I will be able to Volt Switch and get off like 2 points of damage. And I actually think I do carry some special attack investment in this Lantern, which is, I believe like 160 HP, which I think the Smogon set, actually, I could go for the Ice Beam. No, at the amount of HP Tangrowth set, I don't think Ice Beam would take it out, seeing it is super effective, but it's not stabbed, and Lantern don't have the best special attack around. So I'm just going to go for the safe Volt Switch. Even if he switches into the Lantern, even if he switches into the Manectric, it's not going to be that big of an issue, seeing as it will get Lightning Rod, but it's a Manectric. I really have nothing to worry about it. So go for the Volt Switch, get some extra damage off on it. It's more than likely just want to go. Sorry guys, I just woke up like an hour ago. So he more than likely just wants to go for the Sleep Powder. But I do have a Buffalon with the Zap Zipper ability, so Giga Drain, Leech Seed, or Sleep Powder. Bring it on, homie! Haha, yes! I get the Zap Super, get the +1 in my physical attack, and Buffalon is ready to destroy something. Because this thing is Adamant Max Attack. I'm actually a sub-Swords Dance variant, which I know some of you guys are thinking, Buffalon, it's too slow to run Swords Dance. Sub-Swords Dance anyways, but this thing actually does some good work. now that I'm at +1, something is about to get hit extremely, extremely hard with a stabbed head charge. If I had Reckless, it would be doing more damage, but if I had Reckless, I'd be asleep right now. And this team really just needs something to counter Lilligant, seeing as I've seen more people use Lilligant nowadays, seeing as Lilligant is literally one of the biggest threats in the RU tier. So going for the head charge, I also could have subbed up, seeing as his switch is very obvious, but I'd rather just get damage on whatever he decides to bring in, because anything on his team can practically just be one-hit KO'd. I'm not sure if I will take out this Tangrowth, seeing as it's more than likely max defense, max HP, and it's bulky as fuck, but it will be an easy 2-hit KO, and outside of Focus Blast, there's no way this Tangrowth would be doing more than 50% to my Buffalant, seeing as I am almost max HP with some speed investments in there. It's taking forever to make a move. Oh, fuck. You know, okay. While this is going on, I believe it was Tuesday, I was having a battle against King Quag, which was also a live narration. And this battle was going so good. Like, it really would have come down to the wire, unlike most battles where I think, hey, I already won halfway through the battle. And it was really coming down to the wire, but like literally halfway through the battle, my dad needed me and dragged me outside. Of course, I took my DS thinking, oh, the connection will stay right. No, I unfortunately lost connection. And oh, that battle was so good, and that live narration was fucking amazing. Not to toot my own horn, but oh my god. So he decides to switch into for Alligator. I'm not too sure why, but the spikes and rocks are gonna rack up on it. And here's his head charge, Adamant Max Attack +1. Should be an easy one to KO on for Alligator. And yes, for Alligator, one of the biggest threats is out of the way, and that is just great. But now this allows him to possibly get a free switch into his Gallade, which obviously would be faster than my my Buffalant. Sorry, I was thirsty. Okay, sorry for the awkward silence. I was just, my nose is stuffy and shit. But yeah, anyways, as I was saying, this does allow him to switch into his Gallade. Oh, fuck! Why do you have to switch to Gallade? Okay, this is going to be a bit of an issue. Do I have 2 layers of spikes up? I don't even know. I have to check real quick. So, I'm in a bit of a bad situation. I could leave in my... No, I have only 1 layer of spikes up. Yeah, okay. I could leave in my Buffalant. Actually, I'm fairly positive I can take at least 1 Drain Punch, but then again, if he decides to go for the, what's it called, Close Combat, then I could utterly get obliterated. But, no, I'm gonna stay in. I know it's a bit stupid, but I can take a Drain Punch. I hope. Please, fuck. I should have switched. I should have switched into Cofagrigus. Fuck, what am I doing? Please, live. Yes! Oh, that is the power of Buffalant, people! And you're about to get annihilated with a +1 head charge. JT doing work up in here. Oh, look at that HP. Go, 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 go. Oh! Oh, God, I think I need a new pair of underwear, people. Jesus, that was utter annihilation. Oh, my God. And this is the fucking bulk of Buffalant, everybody. Now, I know some of you are thinking, you're fucking retarded for leaving in Buffalant on Gallade. Actually, you're right, because he still has Tangrowth. I don't know. Maybe I can deal with Tangrowth, even if I do lose my Buffalant. Shouldn't be that big of an issue. Because, as I said, I do have my Sigilyph. I already said this twice. I have my Sigilyph for the Tangrowth, which is carrying the Air Slash, along with the Life Orb, and it being super effective, and the fact that Tangrowth don't have the best special defense around. Should be an easy 1-hit KO, but then again, I still am going to want to Sleep Pod or something, just in case, for some reason, the Tangrowth does end up living, as he's going to bring back in his Typhlosion. Now, I want to save my Buffalant, just basically as Death Fodder, because he still has the Manectric, so even if... Okay, sorry, I just drew a blank. But I want to say my Buffalant basically for Death Fodder and for Trick Fodder, seeing as he does still have the Manectric, which could come in and just go for the Switcheroo, and the best thing that I would have to take it at the moment would be my Buffalant. Above that, he still has a Tangrowth, which can come in, go for Sleep Powder, go for Leech Seed, or go for Giga Drain, especially if I do have my Lantern in on it. And he's just going to go for the obvious Fire Blast, which, since I do resist it, shouldn't be doing too much damage, but... Okay, that did a lot. See, this is why I don't really like Lantern. That Fire Blast did way too much. Then again, he could be Specs. which is also a option to have on Typhlosion, seeing as it does have a massive special attack investment. So I'm actually going to go for the Ice Beam, predicting his Tangrowth to come in, because really there's nothing this Typhlosion can do to my Lantern, seeing as it's more than likely obviously going to be choiced. And even if he brings in the Manectric and predicting my Volt Switch, obviously going for the Ice Beam is the better play in this situation, seeing as the switch is very obvious. Also, since he did switch in my Tangrowth the previous time that it was Typhlosion against Lantern, that's more than likely his most obvious switch, and so far he doesn't know that I do have the Ice Beam, so I can really catch that thing off guard and hopefully do a KO with the Ice Beam. But then again, as I said, for the 50th time, I still have my Sigilyph for the Tangrowth. But for right now, I just need to save my Lantern, basically for the Manectric, so he can't freely just go for the Volt Switches. And, oh, you know, he does make the good play switching out into the Munchlax, but... Oh, fuck, okay. This really sucks, seeing as I do reveal to him that I have the Ice Beam, which he obviously is going to be scared of next time I bring in my Lantern on this Typhlosion. So I'm just going to go for the Volt Switch. Even if he rests up, if he Body Slams, if he Whirlwinds, it really doesn't matter. He doesn't have entry hazards up. If he goes for Body Slam and paralyzes my Crustle, which I'm planning to bring in so I can get up my second layer of spikes, it's not going to be... Fuck. See, I always say something, then I always forget. As I was saying, if he Body Slams my Crustle, which I'm planning to bring in, it doesn't matter, seeing as Crustle is already slow as fuck. And then above that, I can always just rest up and get my Chesto Berry. But what I really just want to do right now is just go for the spikes. And fuck, you know what I just realized? That if I lose my Bouffalon, then I have nothing for this Munchlax. Wow. Yeah, that was pretty stupid of me. Okay, new plan. I need to save my Bouffalon, because it's the only thing I have to annihilate this fucking Munchlax with, unless I want to let all of my Pokemon die and just have it be my Sigilyph against this thing and just calm mind up, which he more than likely is carrying the Body Slam, because, well, Munchlax doesn't carry Body Slam, and knowing my luck, he'll just get the paralysis on me. So yeah. Oh wow. Oh, okay, that was a pretty good play on his part, getting switched into the Manectric. More than likely has a Lightning Rod, giving him the +1. Okay, yeah, I should have seen that coming, but then again, I don't know. If I was him, I would have stayed in and just rested up, but then again, I could have got a free switch into my Crustle, you're right, then he would have just allowed me to set up another layer of spikes. Okay, so I'm in a bad situation right now. I could stay in, take the Hidden Power Grass, which would possibly annihilate me. Actually, I'm going to switch into my Cofagrigus, seeing as I got rid of the Feraligatr, I got rid of the Gallade. My fuck, why do I keep drawing blanks? Oh my god. My Cofagrigus right now is the most expandable thing on my team. Yes, I do carry the Toxic, which actually, you know what, I could get the Toxic off on the Tangrowth, but right now, if he does for some reason decide to go for the Trick, the best thing that I had to take it is my Cofagrigus, seeing as it's just the standard wall set. Oh, why'd you go for Volt Switch? Wow, that was... I gotta applaud him on that. That was pretty good. And because he was a +1, that does almost half. Jesus. Okay. Alright, JT finally starting to put up a bit of a fight. Okay, this should get interesting, guys. This should get interesting. So he did make the very risky play, seeing as he did go for the Volt Switch, but I also could have left in my Lantern, which I was planning to do, but because I remember that I had Cofagrigus to take the Trick, which is the one thing that I was fearing, it was the best thing that I had to take it, as he goes back out into his Typhlosion. And after the Spikes and Rocks, I'm pretty sure I knocked him down to... Yeah, I've knocked him down to the Blaze range. And I have nothing that appreciates a Blaze boosted Fire Blast. I'm gonna have to fodder something off. Yeah, I think I'm just gonna leave in my Cofagrigus. But then again, he does still have the potential to Trick. But I don't know, I don't think he's gonna want to Trick, seeing as I still have my Rotom, which is Scarfed. So I kinda wanna fodder off my Crustle, but I can still have a chance to get up another layer of spikes, especially to whittle down the Manectric. Actually, I think I'm going to fodder off my Crustle, because one layer of spikes and Stealth Rocks is already good enough for me, seeing as it's going to be racking up, obviously. So, right now, I'd rather just save my Cofagrigus for later on in this battle. Ow! Gotcha! Well, not, I didn't really get you, but he actually does go for the Hidden Power Grass, which... Holy crap, that did a lot. Luckily, because actually, yeah, I'm starting to think that thing is specs. So obviously, because he outspeeds me, he's just going to leave in his Typhlosion. You know what I could have done? I could have switched out to my Typhlosion to take the Hidden Power Grass, but it's not that big of an issue. Actually, no. Is it Hidden Power Grass? Because if I'm not mistaken, I think Grass is neutral. Then also it's Hidden Power Ground. I don't know. Well, it doesn't matter. He takes me out anyways. So, what do I want to go into? I think I'm just going to switch into my my Rotom and just go for the Volt Switch, just to save play. Seeing as Typhlosion is practically dead, he's not going to want to save it, so I can just go for the Volt Switch and just get rid of another potential threat. Now, the only real things on his team that I'm scared of at this point, and yes, he actually does turn out to be Specs because I am able to outspeed him, which, no wonder the fucking Fire Blast were doing so much to my damn Lantern. Downside, he does get Switch Initiative, but it's not that big of an issue. If I go out into my Lantern, no, I'm going to go into my Cofagrigus, seeing as he's more than likely going to want to switch into his Tangrowth. Obviously go for the Sleep Powder because I am going to be fearing bringing in my Bouffalant to take a possible hit. So I can just leave in my my Cofagrigus for Sleep Powder, then switch out, then fuck. I drew a blank. See, I have everything in my head right now, and I'm just trying to pick out certain things that I want to say because my mouth cannot say it all, if you get what I mean. But what I'm trying to do right now is basically leaving my Cofagrigus for Sleep Fodder so I can get a switch out into my Sigilyph and just start going for the Air Slashes on this Tangrowth. And even if he does bring in the Munchlax, I could also go for the Calm Mind. He actually decides to switch out, which, you know what, is great, because now I can get some extra toxic damage on this damn Manectric, which right now Manectric is the second biggest threat. The first biggest threat being the Munchlax, seeing as if I lose my Bouffalant, then I have nothing for the Munchlax. So, yeah, I managed to get the Toxic off on that, and I really want to go for the Shadow Ball. Actually, I'm going to go for the Shadow Ball, because even if he switches into the... No. Yeah, I'm just going to go for Shadow Ball, because he... No. See, right now I'm thinking about Munchlax, but then again, Munchlax is almost dead. So even if I got the Toxic off on the Munchlax, he can just rest up, seeing as I have nothing to hit him with. So yeah, Shadow Ball right now is the safest and best play, and I actually finally changed my fucking Cofagrigus to have Shadow Ball over Nightshade. I used to have Nightshade on my Cofagrigus to deal with Honchkrow back when it used to be in the RU tier, seeing as a Shadow Ball would not break a Honchkrow sub, and barring that the Honchkrow wasn't running max HP, Shadow Ball would. I mean, Nightshade would, sorry. And he actually goes for the Overheat, I guess predicting me to switch into my Lantern. Actually, no, why did you go for Overheat? I don't know, but I'm able to get rid of the Manectric, so I believe the score right now is like, 5-2? I've basically been dominating this whole battle. After I got off my Spikes and Rocks, I've basically been in control. I'm sitting in a pretty good footing right now, sorry. Also, guys, comment down below if you want to see some more live narrations. Trust me, if I do another live narration, it'll be a whole lot better than this one, seeing as I'm still half asleep, and I can't really think straight. So he's just going to bring back in his Tangrowth, and I'm just going to go for the Toxic, because I think I am faster than Tangrowth. No, because Cofagrigus has like 20 base speed, Tangrowth, I believe, is around, I want to say 50, 55 base speed. So even if he does go for the Sleep Powder, it doesn't bother. Oh, what the shit! Oh, okay, you have Substitute. Oh, fuck. Okay, yeah. This could be a little bit bad, but, I managed to see that he has Sleep Powder. I managed to see that he's got Substitute. So he more than likely is carrying the, Leech Seed, which means he wouldn't be carrying Sleep Powder, right? Seeing as if he was carrying Sleep Powder, then it'd be Substitute. No, wait, what? He is carrying Sleep Powder. What the fuck? Wow, what am I doing? But actually, no, because he's carrying Leech Seed, Sub-Leech Seed. He's more likely carrying the Hidden Power Fire. So I'm gonna go for Shadow Ball. Hopefully, it'll break the sub. And okay, luckily it does. Actually, this puts me in a bad situation, seeing as he can freely go for Sleep Powder, and then the following turn after that, go for a Substitute. But actually, I'm trying to think what I could do. I know some of you have already realized you know what to do. I'm just trying to play it out in my head. Basically, I'm trying to think 3 turns ahead right now. what I'm thinking right now is just leave in my Coffee Gigas for Sleep Powder, then switch out into my Rotom when he decides to sub up, then just start hitting the Tangrowth with Hidden Power Fires, and he's actually going to go for the Giga Drain. Okay, so I've seen Giga Drain, I've seen Sleep Powder, I've seen Substitute, and I've seen Leech Seed. Okay, so he isn't carrying the Hidden Power Fire, which is some good information, and I'm just going to say, just go for the Shadow Ball. If I was him, I would have gone for the Sleep Powder. I really would have gone for Sleep Powder, seeing as nothing on my team has been put asleep yet. But, I don't know, to each their own. So, the following turn, I'm going to die off from the Leech Seed. Not Leech Seed, sorry, but I'm going to die off from the next Shadow Ball. But you know what, this is good because now I will get a free switch into my Rotom. And then I can just hopefully KO this thing with the Hidden Power Fire. If not, then I can even go for the Volt Switch, seeing as he does still have the Munchlax, which is practically dead at this point. So, yeah, I'm sitting off. Oh, okay, you got me, JT, you got me, okay. Right, yeah, this Munchlax is proving to be a fucking big issue. And I was actually very close to fucking going for the Toxic, I'm not even joking. But I just wanted to go for the safe Shadow Ball. And because my Buffalon is almost dead, I really do not want to go for the, I really don't want to go for the Head Charge, seeing as he can always just switch back into his Tangrowth. And this thing actually ended up living, what the fuck? So I'm just going to go for Toxic. More than likely, he's going to rest. But at this point, I really have no use for my, my Coffee Gigas. Outside of Sleep Fodder, but I still have my Buffalon, which can basically deal with Tangrowth accordingly, even though I'm practically dead. Damn it, I should have seen that switch coming. Oh no, well, it's fine, it's not that big of a deal. And here, if I actually had saved my Crustle and got up another layer or two of Spikes, then that Munchlax would have been dead, but it's not that big of an issue. So, I'm just going to die off this turn to the Leech Seed, which really fucking sucks. But, oh well, sacrifices must be made for the greater good. And if I have to lose a Pokemon to ensure a victory, then I will lose a Pokemon to ensure my victory, because I don't care about score. Actually, this gives me a free switch into my, It gives me a free switch into my Sigilyph, but I'm obviously going to be fearing the fact that, hey, he's got Body Slam, and it's a fucking Munchlax, it's bulky as all hell, in the special defensive side. So I'm just going to switch into my Rotom, and I could actually go for the trick to cripple this damn fucking, Munchlax, but at this point it's still a little too risky, seeing as he can always just freely switch into his fucking... No! I should have gone for the trick! Damn it. I could have switched my Scarf off to this damn Munchlax, and it would have not been a problem. Okay, see, it's situations like this where I start over-predicting a lot, so I'm just going to switch into my Lantern. Just basically the Volt Switch again. Just see what he wants to do. I'm hoping that he actually pulls the Whirlwind, so he can Whirlwind me back into my Rotom at least. But even if he pulls the Body Slam, it shouldn't KO me. But Munchlax do have around base 85 special attack, which... Not special attack, sorry. A base 85 physical attack, which is actually pretty damn good. So I do have to fear those possible Body Slams that he's going to be throwing at me. So I'm going to go for the Volt Switch, just to switch back out into my Rotom. And this time, I'm going to go straight for the trick. Because I need to cripple this fucking Munchlax. And if I'm able to get the Eviolite off of the Munchlax, I can also trick it off to the Tangrowth, but then again, that would be stupid of me, seeing as I can more than likely just 2-KO it with the Hidden Power Fire, and I still have my Sigilyph for it. So hopefully he does pull the Body Slam, or at least the rest. I have a 66% chance, I believe, for him to pull one of those two moves, and... damn it, you would pull a Whirlwind. No, that's fine, that's fine. It's not that big of an issue, and he's going to Whirlwind me into my Lantern. Alrighty then. It's just basically a cycle. I'm just gonna go for Volt Switch again. No real reason for me not to go for Volt Switch. I could go for the Skull, but it's not gonna be doing anything, and the Volt Switch will allow me to get a free switch into my Rotom, which right now, as I've said, I need to trick the Scarf off to this Munchlax, because as long as he's got Tangrowth in this Munchlax, and the fact that my Buffalon is around 41 HP, I don't want to go straight for the Head Charge, because he can easily switch into the Tangrowth to take it, and then I'm basically going to be stuck with dealing with this annoying as Munchlax. So, here's Body Slam. I should be able to take that fairly well, and luckily he does not paralyze me. You know what? Fuck you. I'm going to trick, because he's more than likely going to go for the he's more than likely going to go for the rest, or maybe even go for the Whirlwind, and yes! Hold up, guys. So he decided to lock himself into the body slam, and I'm just going to go for the volt switch. Because the fact that this Munchlax is not crippled, it's basically useless. So I could also get a switch into my Buffalon at this point and just go straight for the head charge, but as I said, he has a potential to switch into his he's got a potential to switch into his Tangrowth. See, I keep forgetting the fucking names. And this time I'm actually gonna go for the Scald. Oh shit. See, I found it a bit odd that I went first. Should have seen that coming. Ah, wow, you paralyzed me. That's fine, I don't give a fuck. It's a fucking Munchlax. Munchlax literally has like base 5 speed, I think, so I should still be faster than it. Which will allow me to get off the Scald and hopefully burn it to just whittle it a whole... Oh no, what the hell? Wow, Lantern, you're so slow. Whatever, so I should take this next body slam and I can just hit him. I would get paralyzed. What the fuck? Whatever. It's not that big of an issue. I'm just gonna go for the volt switch. Live, man, live, Lantern, live, Lantonio. You can live. Also, if you're wondering why this thing is called Lantern, it's because it's named after one of my good. Wow, you paralyzed again. And this is why I am 6 foot hacks, because I get hacks. Actually, my name should have been 6 foot haxed instead of 6 foot hacks. Whatever, it's not that big of an issue. Because Lantern at this point is just expandable. As I said, if I have to let a Pokemon die in order to ensure a victory, I will let a Pokemon... You get a crit! Well, that doesn't matter, obviously, but still. As I said, if I need to let a Pokemon die to ensure a victory, then I will let a Pokemon die to ensure my victory. So I'm going to switch into my Rotom, just go straight for the Leaf Storm, seeing as I do still have my Sigilyph, which I've said 50 times already, Slide Form and carries the Air Slash. I should easily take on the Tangrowth. So I'm still sitting in a good situation, and I'm going to go straight for the Leaf Storm. And, oh! Ah! Crit payback! Fuck you. I wanted to say something else. But honestly, as I said, I do still have my Sigilyph, so I really don't know if that crit actually did matter, seeing as, yes, he would have knocked me out, but I could have brought him down to a point where I would have just brought in my Sigilyph and just Air Slashed him. I also could have just switched into my, my Buffalon. Actually, I really want to go for Hidden Power Fire, seeing as you can always substitute. Or I could shoot the Evil Light off. What is the item on this thing anyways? I have not been paying attention to this. Has he shown me leftovers? I don't think so. If I was him, I would go for the substitute, which is very obvious. So I could switch it to my Buffalon, then hit it with the head charge. But if I go for Hidden Power Fire, even at -2, I'm fairly positive it should do a good chunk of damage and even break the substitute the following turn. So I'm just going to go for Hidden Power Fire, just basically leaving in my Rotom for Death Fodder because I need to get a free switch into my Buffalon or my Sigilyph so I can ensure the easy victory for this battle. And damn, that still did a lot, Jesus. So he's going to go for the substitute, which is fine by me because the following turn I can finish him off. And because he is carrying the Elite Seed and Giga Drain, he's at... Sorry! Seeing as Giga Drain is his only offensive move, he's going to have to go for that. Because he's too low to obviously make a substitute. So yeah, he's just going to go for Giga Drain the following turn. Just take out my Rotom, which will allow me to get a free switch into my Sigilyph. And I should be able to win the victory for the very narrow 2-0 victory in my favor. This battle really could have gone more in my favor to be a higher score, but I did play a bit dumb around the Munchlax. I'm not going to lie. Not going straight for the trick, and then also the paralysis with the body slam did matter a bit, but not really, seeing as I'm still going to end up winning the battle either way, and I can finally switch into the MVP of the team. Actually, this team was built around Sigilyph and Buffalon, and actually they're my last 2 Pokemon, so I can freely switch into Sigilyph and just go straight for the Air Slash, and this will utterly just obliterate this Tangrowth, and this is going to be the victory 2-0 in my favor. So very, very good game, JDW142. As I said, guys, make sure to go check him out. His channel link is down in the description. He does have some, actually, really has some good content. Actually, one of my favorite uploaders. So make sure to go check him out, guys. Definitely will not be disappointed by his videos. And also comment down below if you would like to see like a post narration of this, like as I'm saving the battle. I'm saving the battle video, just in case. But yeah, guys, with that, leave a like, leave a comment, subscribe if you would like. But yeah, guys, with that, I'm out of here. Later.